Welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes Book Summary. Today we are going to explore the book, Wilful Blindness, Why We Ignore the Obvious at Our Peril. It is a book that explores the concept of ignorance by choice, or willful blindness. The author, Margaret Heffernan, argues that in many cases, people are aware of problems and issues in their environment, but choose to ignore them. Heffernan contends that this choice to ignore information is often driven by the desire to maintain a particular view of the world or to avoid uncomfortable truths. The author provides numerous examples of individuals and organizations that have engaged in willful blindness. For instance, Heffernan cites the case of Enron, the energy company that collapsed in 2001 due to financial fraud. She argues that many employees at Enron knew that the company was engaging in unethical and illegal activities, but chose to ignore the evidence in order to maintain their jobs and reputation. Similarly, she highlights the case of the Catholic Church, which ignored decades of sexual abuse by priests and covered up the evidence in order to maintain its reputation and authority. Heffernan also explores the reasons why people engage in willful blindness. She argues that fear and the desire to conform to social norms often play a role. For example, individuals who witness unethical or illegal behavior in their workplace may choose to ignore it out of fear of losing their job or damaging their reputation. Similarly, organizations may choose to ignore evidence of wrongdoing in order to maintain the status quo and avoid negative consequences. The author argues that willful blindness has serious consequences for individuals and organizations, including financial and reputational damage. For instance, companies that engage in unethical or illegal practices often face significant fines, legal penalties, and reputational damage, while individuals who ignore evidence of wrongdoing may face criminal charges and personal consequences. Heffernan also provides suggestions for how individuals and organizations can overcome willful blindness. She argues that promoting transparency, encouraging open and honest communication, and fostering a culture of accountability can help prevent and mitigate the effects of willful blindness. For example, companies can implement systems for reporting unethical or illegal behavior, and employees can be trained to speak up when they witness wrongdoing. In conclusion, willful blindness, Why We Ignore the Obvious at Our Peril, is a thought-provoking book that challenges readers to consider their own role in ignoring important information and issues. The author provides numerous examples and arguments to support her thesis and offers practical suggestions for overcoming willful blindness. The book is a must-read for anyone interested in understanding why people and organizations choose to ignore information and the consequences of this choice.